morning everybody. You got me here on the floor because we're going to be showing some good exercises this morning. Now the exercises that I want to show today are for what we call hyperkyphosis. So if you're familiar with hyperkyphosis, a lot of it tends to hit females more than males, and it's the old when we get patients that come in and they're worried about their posture, that they've got this hump right here that's starting to get a little too big. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to show you today using the Live to 121 vibrating foam roller, some exercises that we're going to do. It's basically about supporting your curves and pushing against the curve that's starting to be created, and then creating a little more curve into the lumbar spine, okay? So there's really, two real simple exercises that I'm going to show today that are going to be helpful, but one of them I'm going to show just in different positions. The other thing is that I am going to show this in the most aggressive way that I can, which is on the floor, putting all of your body weight against it. If this is tender, or if you really are starting to develop a lot of that bad posture, the leaning forward posture, you may want to do it in a chair with a back so that you don't have quite so much pressure against your spine, okay? What we're basically going to do, now with the Live to 121 vibrating foam roller, you'd want to turn this up as high as it can go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's as high as it can go. Now I am not going to have this on today just so that while I show you, you're not going to hear my vibrating voice, okay? So I'm going to do this without vibration, but if you were to use the vibrating foam roller, this creates a neurological disturbance. It can really help to, number one, help so that it's not quite so painful as you're pushing against that curve. And number two, it helps to calm the nerves down, speed up your process with the vibration, okay? But what you're going to do, the first one is obviously we're just going to lean against that curve. So we're going to start low. You want to start just below, or just right below where the curve is, okay? And when I do this, what I do is I hug, lean back, and as I'm leaning back, I open up my arms, okay? Because we want to stretch that upper chest as well up into the pecs. And you lean back and hold, and with that vibration, it's going to feel pretty good. Make sure that you're holding your head. You may want to get some assistance or a pillow, but most of the time you can hold the head up. You're going to hold that for about 10 to 15 seconds, okay? And then come back up, and then you're going to slide down into the curve a little bit more and do the exact same thing. Lean back, open up the arms, hold for 10 to 15 seconds, and then we're going to do one more. Come back up, hug, lean down, so roll, lean back into the curve, and let that arm stretch back for about 10 to 15 seconds, okay? So that's the first one, and then be careful, hug and kind of roll back up and sit up so that it's not too painful, okay? Now again, that's the more aggressive version because you're down on the floor putting a lot of your pressure. If you've got all your body weight on that, that's going to put a lot of pressure, but that's really going to open up the chest and lean back against that hyperkyphosis, that curve, if you're starting to get that hunch forward. So just be really mindful of the pressure that you're feeling, that there's not too much. Okay, the other thing that happens is with a hyperkyphosis, as you're leaning forward, this bottom portion, this lordosis in your lower back, it starts to flatten out. And so what we want to do there is we want to relax the iliopsoas and go into some extension. So again, be careful with this one. Again, you're going to want to turn, and this has the holders on it. If you see that I've got the bag on, if you want, you can take it out and you've got just the original roller. I like using the handles in the bag. It makes it a little bit softer, especially for these types of exercises. But turn it up again, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's up as high as it can go. A really good vibration there, okay? I'm going to turn it off again right now so that you don't have to hear my voice vibrate as I'm trying to describe this. But you're going to come down, put it down in front of you, and you're basically going to be going up into a sphinx position. So you lay down, you find your hip bones right where the bones are, and you go right above where the bone is, okay? With the vibrating foam roller, lay down, okay? And you're going to go up into a sphinx position. So you're just letting that hit just above where the bone is, and you're just gonna lay down and sphinx up. So go up onto your elbows or whatever is comfortable, but lean up and kind of relax that iliopsoas and push into that curve into the lower back. Okay, the other thing that you can do is lean, and then you can roll forward towards the end and go into a full sphinx position as opposed to just onto the elbows. Okay, up into a cobra, they call that. Now that one is, again, that one's more aggressive, so be careful with that. Make sure you're not feeling a whole lot of pressure onto your lower back, and you can hold that. What I do on this one is similar to where we go 3 rounds. I'll go 3 rounds, but I'll lean forward. So the first one I'll kind of lay down, lean forward, lean up, or go up onto the elbows first for about 10 to 15 seconds. Relax it down, and then slide forward and go up. And each time you can go up just a little bit higher, again, being mindful of how much pressure you're feeling, okay? That's going to help relax the iliopsoas, promote the curvature, so get more curvature in the lumbar spine, and that's going to help as you're trying to treat that hyperkyphosis. So we're trying to control the curves. Again, that treatment is if you're getting too much slouch forward and you're starting to get that dowager's hump or that hyperkyphosis that mostly ladies, but guys too, are worried about, so that they don't get that slouching posture. Okay, so this works really, really well. We're still doing till the end of the month, till the end of April, our special. So you can get these. They're normally $70. Right now we're doing the COVID 19% off. So if you go to live121.com and click on the foam roller, now there's a black one and a green one. The black one has kind of these little, it's a little more aggressive. So if you're doing like footwork and things like that, if this treatment is what you're most interested in, I would get the green wave. It's a little less aggressive, so get the green wave. It comes with the bag, and there's lots of other treatments that I put up. I put most of them now on YouTube as well. So if you go to Live to 121 and check those out for neck, at-home neck adjustments, at-home lower back adjustments. There's other exercises that are available on that website as well for lots of different conditions. So hopefully this is helpful. Oh, and I forgot to say, so the code that you're going to type in is SAFE at home, all one word, and that will get you 19% off for right now. And we will reset and do another special because I know a lot of people are still trapped at home, but this is a really great product. I know you're going to really enjoy it, especially for things like this. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll try and get to those. Or if you have any requests for specific conditions, I'll get to that as well. All right, have a great morning, everybody.